I don't know if music is loud enough, too loud. I just work here. I don't know. I live here, okay? I don't know. All right, let me make sure this thing's alive and alive. Okay, Twitch is live. Hello. Hi, Twitch. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I don't know why none of my settings for the live streams on YouTube seem to work. Two streams in one day. I mean, technically it's the next day for me. So yeah, I mean, I was gonna do some work and then I was like, oh, I might as well just at least make it co-working or something. I don't know how I feel about today's music, I'm gonna be honest. So far, not good. I like the sad girl music. Stream, eat, sleep, repeat, pretty much. Kind of at the point right now where I'm just like, well, why not? Why not? So today I'm just gonna do co-working. I have I think half of chat is hidden. Hold on. Move you up. It's too far up. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. Yeah, I figured might as well just do some co-working. I'm gonna be so for real. It's been months since I've looked at code, touched code, everything. I'm a little rusty in not the fun rustation way. So I'm gonna work on some of that stuff today. Behind the scenes, just kind of like, get caught up on things that I was working on. Probably do some video scripting and stuff like that. That's pretty much the plan. I gotta pop out YouTube chats that they're not ignored forever, as like usual. Is this working? Oh, it is. Okay, sick. Dope, dope, dope. Alrighty. Since when do I use NeoVim? I'm using Doom Emacs. It's been almost 2 years, I think, or around that, since I was using NeoVim. Hi, Ghost Wolf. Hello, Himalaya. How's everyone doing? Been forever. It's been like 12 hours since you saw me. Yeah, I'm an Emacs girl. I'm an Emacs girl now. But yeah, we're just gonna do some co-working, which is basically I'm gonna put a little timer on this in my cute little terminal window here. And then we're gonna focus together and I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff done and you're gonna get a bunch of stuff done. And we're gonna listen to cozy music and it's gonna be great. We're gonna love it. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. And I might just jump right into it because I do have a lot to do, and I've got snacks here that I'm not going to eat while I'm talking. Snacks. Wait, snack platter. And I have tea. You know your girl loves a good cup of tea. Oh, you were live in the morning, my time zone, now live at night as well. Do not sleep. This is the next day for me, for the record. That's a lot on the plate today. Listen, your girl has some gains to make. All right. Deviled eggs they're just normal ones. They're just the hard boiled ones. I've learned that you can go to the, sorry, one sec. My lips are insanely chapped. I've learned that you can go to the grocery store and buy pre-boiled eggs. And it's dope. Very convenient. GTA type beat. Why do I have this starred? I don't like that. Wait, that's a thing. Yeah. It's like not very expensive either. It's so handy. So that's like kind of my I'll get that and pepperoni and hummus and vegetables, and I'll have that as like a kind of a breakfast. Why though? Just boil a dozen at a time. You don't have to peel them. I don't know, Daniil. I don't know about you, but I lose half an egg when I peel it. I have problems. Europe is freezing. Uh-oh. Don't forget how to layer. How do you remember coding concepts or syntax? I'm studying right now, full stack dev. Honestly, it is just pure like time investment. It's just that you have to build. Which is annoying because I'm like, I'm also just like, I want to just know best practices. I want to just write good code. And then I'm like, freak. I can't just like read a book and know that. They can help, but you have to apply it anyway. So it's a whole thing. There's something I really dislike about pre-peeled eggs, even at a buffet or something. Really? Interesting. My Twitch avatar is gray, and since Twitch grays out offline icons, it's hard to tell if you're actually live. Oh, you know what? I think I keep doing that. I think this is a continuous pattern for me. I had an actual just black and white photo for a long time. Yeah, mine is pretty... Maybe I change it. We'll see. I'll consider it. It's up for consideration. Yo, watch streak, let's go. Yeah, or it's I'm gonna say it's just time in the saddle, as Prime says. Oh, okay. Dead Air says, I found if you run eggs under hot water before / while you peel them, it makes them break off in bigger chunks. Interesting. Have you tried any game development? I did some game you could call it, okay, I will say calling it real, it was pure vibe coding. I did I vibe coded some game development stuff for funsies. I don't know. I feel like I'm not that interested in game development. I think it's cool for other people. I haven't done too much with it. I just know it's so much work. There's so much you have to do. Maybe if I just had like little sprites and it was like a 2D game and they could just walk around and do things. Maybe I need to recreate Zelda and the Hidden Lampshade. Do you know the YouTuber Bread on Penguins? Yes, of course. You think I don't know other Linux YouTubers? Come on now. Just kidding. Actually, I'm really bad with names. But yeah, I love Bread on Penguins. Their videos are great. I am a game developer. Can't confirm it's a lot of work. Yeah, even 2D games are tricky to make. Yeah. Like I'm not really somebody who's that into ironic. I feel like this is somewhat ironic because I worked at a company that like made terminals look really nice, but I'm not that into like, I feel like visual stuff when it comes to, I don't know. I can find it very tedious. It is very tedious. And sometimes I don't have the patience for that. What happened to my music? Hello? Was somebody asking about headphones? Ooh, yeah. My Bose headphones, I love. I can fall asleep in them. They're so comfortable. I know what you mean. There's something nostalgic about working with a terminal. I just find like most of the things that I want to do and or like write software for, it's like solving things for myself, which it's usually, you know, getting some input, doing something to it, and then getting an output. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to have a crazy like UI and stuff like that. For what it's worth, probably bad take if you're trying to build something like a monetized product or something. What am I working on now? That is what I'm figuring out today. I gotta look at I have a graveyard of projects that I might breathe new life into, or I might fork a project that I use that's open source and then add whatever features and everything that I want. Or I might start a new project and I have a list of like project ideas. What did you get done this week? It's Monday. I haven't done nothing. Just kidding. I got my stream computer set up, which is huge. I was running into some issues with Wayland. Honestly, though, still, it's like my freaking way bar isn't working, and I don't know why. So that's fun. I think, you know what I think? It's probably, I'm gonna guess, the way that I've configured Login Manager, it runs Sway, but I think I need to do like dbus execute Sway or something like that. It's like there's like a dbus thingies that I need to do so that it renders things properly. And I think that's maybe what I'll try. But yeah. Third try for a Haskell blog? Ugh, probably not. We'll see. But who knows? Weren't you live like 6 hours ago? I think it was like 12 hours ago or something. But yeah, I'm being live for as much as I can in January. I'll be gone for probably most of February, and then I'll be back in actually I'll be gone for like probably like 2 or 3 weeks in February where no streams, but I'll try to like queue up different YouTube content and stuff like that so that you get like extra content from me during that time when I'm not doing the lives. And then and then March, I think maybe a couple weeks in March I might not be around. So I'm trying to max it out whenever I can. So right now we're stream maxing. Also, why not? You know? Big vacation in Feb? Potentially. I just know I'm going to be sick of the internet and I'm pre-planning it. No, I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, so that's kind of the schedule. So right now it's just kind of, I'm playing around with, I haven't decided on like what time of day I like streaming the most. And honestly, it might end up being where I do like co-working during the day and then I do coding at night, or like, I don't know, vice versa. Like maybe I'll end up just streaming twice a day and do like shorter streams. Cause you know me, I can start streaming and it turns into like a 6-hour stream. And that is a lot. And sometimes it's more fun to just be able to spread it out. Yeah, we'll see. That's the whole month. Pretty much the whole month in February. What are you guys working on? Do you guys have any cool like open source projects that you've been coming across recently? I'm also gonna have to film some stuff today, so you might be involved in that. You might witness that live. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Let's start with the co-working because I got snacks I gotta eat, I got tea I gotta drink, I got things I gotta do. All right. I believe in you guys. I think it's work. Oh no, you know what? I changed it. It's palm for fish. I need to push this actually. I don't know if I've created a gist for it yet or not on GitHub, but that's a thing. Okay, we're gonna do 50-10. Are you ready? It's too late. I started it. All right, goodbye. Hello. Sorry, wait, that's probably a jump scare. Sorry, my bad. How's it going? How's it going? My Canadian is showing. I apologize immediately. So that was fun. I was just double checking because last night I'm listening to the same music. Last night I'm just gonna turn music off for a sec. We're gonna turn it off while we chat, I guess. Last night I went to clone one of my repos, and then it was giving me an error, and then I was like, could this potentially be an agent error, like an issue where the agent isn't running or connected or whatever? So I double checked that, and then it turns out that Fish doesn't start your SSH agent by default. You have to like manually enable that in your Fish config, which is something I never knew. I have never encountered that before that I know of. I guess I didn't, you know what? I was only using Fish on Mac OS for quite a while. So that could be why. Anyway, so I fixed that in my Fish setup. Turns out I forgot that I was actually using an SSH key that was associated with a specific YubiKey, I think. I basically had set it where, like when I created the SSH key, I did like the O resident flag thing so that it lives on the YubiKey. And I'm using a different YubiKey right now, and I think it was mad about it. So, yeah. Now I have it working, and it's fine. Life is good. I was able to clone things. Now the one thing I'm working on is getting Waybar to show. I'm trying to figure out what specifically is making that not work, which is fun. And then we're good. Hi, Low Level. How's it going? Sup, Ash? Glad to catch stream today. Well, hello. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind the body doubling. If I'm doing coding stuff, I feel like I could show what I'm doing, but then I spoil you too much. And then when we do other co-working, you're like, why aren't you showing the screen? So I think I have to just get used to, like, when we're doing co-working, I generally don't share the screen because then I can work on other content stuff that I haven't released yet. You know? What does that word mean, Adonzil? What are you coding? Which coding language? Oh, I did find some projects that I could work on. So I think, okay. So I had a few ideas that I was bouncing around, and part of me is really curious about how there's a few features that Keybase has that I think are really cool. And I'm really curious about how they work. For example, like the Fuse file system. I want to know how that works. Do I need to restart my computer? I think I can just restart Sway, potentially. Or what did I change? It might be fine. Oh, it was in fact not fine. Okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, the body doubling is kind of fun. I think what I might do is I think Mondays are a pretty good day for us to sit and do some co-working, body doubling, productivity times. And so I think I might do that as like regularly scheduled. I'm still figuring out my stream schedule. So I think I might keep that for Mondays. And then definitely I'm thinking Thursdays will be the coding days. I just need to get this thing fully working. Otherwise it's going to drive me insane, for the record. Yeah. All right. I was talking about projects. Also, Sloaney, thank you very much for the 5 months with Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, okay, right. Back to projects. So I'm mostly writing in Go. I do think I want to try learning Rust this year. And I currently have a project that I was kind of very lightly hacking on recently. Let me pull it up so I can describe it. Wait, low level, you write Rust? That doesn't surprise me. To be honest, it doesn't surprise me. But I do think it would be really fun to learn Rust. And I know so many people that are so into Rust that maybe we can have them on the stream too and we can chat. For when I'm feeling, when it destroys all sense of competence I felt I had, then we can have them on and they can inspire and motivate us to keep going. It's the go-to language at work right now. Yeah. I feel like it's a pretty good time investment. Because that was my one thing. I love the challenge of Haskell. I think it was really fun. It's really fun, and I didn't get that deep in Haskell. I feel like I kept just scratching the surface and then getting swept away. But I know that I have a lot more time and energy to dedicate to learning new things right now. And my main thing with Haskell though is that I'm like, it's not like I'm looking forward to like getting really good at Haskell. Mostly because I'm like, what am I going to build and or work on in Haskell? So I think I need to maybe get a better, like maybe I think it would be a situational thing of like, if I had a really good use case for Haskell, then I would dive back into it. As in I have a project where it really fits like the design of the language, all the things that I want to do. But I think until then, I'll try Rust. Test, thank you very much for the Prime sub. And then thank you for the Prime sub as well. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Haskell is more for how it improves how you think. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that was why I wanted to keep learning it. But yeah, so right now I have a project that I was kind of working on for blogging and content management. I wanted it to be a super, super basic thing. So the main features of it is that it does RSS feed creation. You can create and edit posts through just your editor. You write posts as Markdown, have them display as HTML, and you can use metadata in the actual Markdown file to schedule it so that and show it in a calendar. Like this is all just like in the terminal. And then, yeah. So basically it would be able to like serve all of your, the blog portion of your website, probably with like a little, I was still considering whether I wanted it to just generate static files. Cause like personally, I just use a static website. So I'm like, do I want it to just be like a static file generation that my website then serves in its blog? Or do I want to have like have it running as an API? I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, I use a static website because I don't want to pay to host it, and I just use GitHub Pages. Yo, S-Fan, what's up? How's it going? How are you feeling? I briefly saw your posts about the eating. It sounded like kind of like an eating challenge or something yesterday. I feel like I would just be like a ball in bed for 24 hours. You should try F# instead of Haskell. Syntax is cool, but the language itself isn't that hard. Interesting. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I've heard some really good things about Clojure and just Lisp things. What's my favorite food? Ooh, my favorite cuisine is probably Japanese. And then my second favorite is Korean. And then third favorite, it's hard to say. But those two I love. I would like to try Clojure at some point. Yeah. I like Indian food a lot. I like a lot of Asian cuisine. I like Indian food. I like Thai food. I like Singaporean style food, Malaysian food. What happens when the timer hits 0? We go back to being productive. I literally had nightmares about Haskell during Advent of Code 2023. Oh my God. Wait, that's really funny. Yeah. It is kind of fun though. I like the idea that I can just kind of like try anything this year, and it's kind of fun. Make it as a Docker container so you can stick it on a self-hosted Proxmox server. That sounds like I'm over engineering it at that point. And static file is the way to go. Okay. Taking note. I'm gonna write that down. Otherwise, I literally on stream, you guys have probably seen it too. It just goes like in 1 year and then out into the void forever. All right, static. Yeah, I also kind of like the idea, like the simplicity of just having it. It just does operations on your little markdown files to make it easy to have it as a blog. Oh, actually, wait. Another thing that I was considering was something similar to Go Releaser. How Go Releaser has this feature where when you push a new tag to main, it like updates everything. So I think it'd be cool to do something like that where like if I push a new tag, I might just do that as an action on my actual like personal site though. Where basically when I push a new tag, it just like it runs Blossom. It syncs everything. That could be cool. What front end are you using? It'll just be basic, like basically HTML, CSS. It's so much fun to see streamers making games and game artifacts in Rust. The command and control they have to vary their code is nice. Ooh. Haskell can be used for pretty much anything, although it's harder to reason about performance in Haskell than in Rust. But in Rust, you're going to have to get used to worrying about memory layout more. Yeah. I think Rust is just a bit more of like an employable skill as well. Like I think it's something that I've heard that there's a big, there's a big learning curve with it. And it's something that it's probably worth just like knowing and being decent at. I think also, okay, wait, there's this great YouTuber. I haven't seen them post in a while. Let me double check. I think and he did a whole video on Haskell and why he likes Haskell. Gavin Freeborn. I really like his videos. He hasn't posted in a while, but I like his videos a lot. Okay, wait, I'm going to post it. Of course, Emacs user. Sorry, guys. Sorry to the Vim users in the chat. Get wrecked. I think that's literally how I found them too, was through, why learn Haskell in 2025? He has a video on it. Do I have ADHD? No, I have 2 chats going at the same time. And then also me trying to make a point in any case. I'm new to the channel. I wanted to know if you've always had a passion for coding or IT, if it's something that came later. It's something I only pursued in university. I did no coding before university. And then I just took CS. Yeah, I do think if I was... Oh, wait. Hey, Leia. How's it going? I still have a Haskell book I want to work through. Yeah, I was doing Learn Haskell by Example, I believe. It was something like that. And that book was actually really nice. I was finding it a lot more engaging than Learn You a Haskell for great good. Yeah. Lifetimes and board checking are only a problem if you 100% of the time want to write the most optimal code. Otherwise, it's just like any other language with very minor caveats. That is one thing too with Rust, is that I feel like there's a lot more open source stuff that I'm interested in, like different projects and stuff, and people that I know that are building things in Rust and all that stuff. And there's a lot going on in the terminal space with Rust. So I'm like, you know what? That's potentially my people. Is that a Pomodoro timer in the terminal? It is. Yish. I believe I have it linked in the description. There's a video. I did a little video on it that links you to all of the source code, but I don't think I've updated it to have this new command POM, which is for, it works on the fish shell. The book I have is Learn Physics with Functional Programming, which uses Haskell. That's dope. Next stream Rust rewrite of the Pomodoro. We'll see. We'll see. New headphones, are they better? I got them for free, and I have a new I have the Rodecaster Duo audio setup now. So these actually plug into that better because they have like one of those big plugs, the real, not the normal little aux cable ones, but the big one. I don't know what it's called. So it just plugs into that nicely. And I was like, perfect. But yeah, they sound good. They feel good. I think they're still a little bit stiff though, because they're quite new. So they're not as comfy as my Bose headphones yet. A little mini XLR. Yeah, it's like a noise thing. Okay, wait. Do you want to see something cool?
Hello. I have this built in now. I can have a tiny voice anytime and tell you about programming stuff.
Isn't that fun? That's unsettling.
Wait, you don't like my voice modifiers? That's so rude.
Anyway, there's all these things. Is that from the Rodecaster? Yeah, it's built in. I haven't tweaked it too much yet. But yeah, so back to the projects that I'm thinking about working on. So there's that one that's like basically for blog post stuff. Yeah, that sounds like, yeah, maybe just like static file, whatnot. I gotta see what the state of that is. And then also VHS would be a fun one to just like, if I want to do some open source contribution stuff, I think VHS would be good because that one hasn't gotten a ton of love. And I feel like there's a lot that I would want to kind of change with it, refactor, whatever. Plus it's just like a cool concept. I think there's just potentially something that some things that I might want to change. Also, Colton, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope that you had a great stream. What were you working on? Tell us all about it. I'm trying to type and you start talking like a cartoon. Yes. Yes. What were you doing on stream, Colton? How was it? I hope it was good. Wow. Working on a little shoot 'em up in Lua today? That's dope. That's sick. Do you have a link? Do you have a link to the project? Is it open source yet? Yeah, so I was thinking VHS potentially for like some open source contribution. I think that project can use some love in general. And then I might want to rewrite some of the features set and stuff like that. And then, oh my God. Yeah, wait, how good would it be if I did VHS, but it was like, okay, I got to figure out if there's a way to make it like a run in a Nix shell kind of environment. Because then you could have control over the dependencies and stuff in like on the system. Because that has been my biggest beef with VHS is just that it's like it'll record it to a VHS tape and then it'll try and run it locally and then it doesn't work. It gives you like inconsistent things. So anyway, Nix shell would be a fun thing to try and see what we can do. VHS is a charm project that they kind of built for me. It was specifically built for like all my content stuff for like B-roll because B-roll is so time consuming to create. It was kind of that. And then also for like demos on different readmes and stuff as well. Here. That is the project. But yeah, so there's that. And then like the Fuse, I would love to learn more about like how Fuse file systems work and stuff and then potentially turn that into a project. But I have to dive into it a little bit more. Why do I look like a gangster? I'm just built like this. Oh, podcaster. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, it creates tape files and then you send it to VHS. Yeah, it's a different thing. Anyway, okay, we got to work again. I hate to be that person, but we got to wrangle the troops. It's time to work again. Okay. I also am going to turn music back on and hopefully we won't get jump scared. I'm going to turn it back to this one. Are you ready? Okay. It's quiet. I don't know if it's too quiet. The elevator music, wait, listen. There's only so much I can do with YouTube, all right? They want in as well. If it's too quiet, let me know. Is that you in my profile? Yeah, it is. I was taken with a Polaroid camera and I went. Could be louder. All right. See ya. Birdie, thank you very much for the sub, by the way, for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. think out loud for a second. So basically, I've spent the last little bit trying to figure out how I, like, kind of the best practices for NixOS of, like, am I supposed to install? Because normally, like, typically when you install a language, you just install it kind of like globally on your machine. But with Nix, it's like you can either have things that are, you've got like different kind of like scopes that you can work with. So like you could have it, you can have a flake.nix or like shell.nix file or whatever that you keep in your project that has all of the dependencies that you need to build that project, and then run nix develop. And then you basically have that scoped to like a per project kind of thing. And it just opens up all of your dependencies in a shell. I think, wait, Nix develop. So Nix shell is like the most fleeting, temporary, whatever. I don't know if I have to double check the shell.nix if that's one that you also run with Nix develop, but I feel like I've only ever run Nix develop with flakes. I think this one would also work. But basically you can have all the dependencies either scoped to like this like per project kind of thing, or you can have everything installed like globally. And so I was trying to figure out if I should be installing it globally or if I should be just doing something with like this little shell.nix file or something. Because I was my main question was if I'm using a separate IDE, like I'm used to having either like Vim or Doom Emacs, which I generally start from my terminal, in which case like all of those dependencies and stuff would be loaded in. If I want to try using something like Rust Rover, which is like the JetBrains offering for Rust, which I've heard is really good, like that is what I want to use for Rust. And then so I was like, okay, then how do I, if I don't have the dependencies installed globally, then how does that work? But from what it was saying online is that you basically you would launch Rust Rover from the terminal. Yeah. Okay, Zeckler says, I have a flake.nix in every project separately. Each project have their own dependencies. So it would be a pain in the ass to handle globally in NixOS. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I figured if I'm installing something basic like the Rust language and like cargo, like basically like Rust Analyzer, cargo, Rust language, I was like, I don't know, I feel like that would make sense to have installed globally, but for what it's worth, I think, in my Nix development shell, I just launched my editor from that shell. It sounds like that's kind of the workflow that most people do. So like, I have no idea. I don't really have any friends that use Nix. And I'm bad at asking for help. So it's, I think we're just going to do that. NixOS is kind of like an OS with Docker. I mean, in the sense that it's declarative. Like your entire system configuration is documented in a file, which means if anything ever breaks, it's okay. I think that's the biggest thing is that, so I don't know about you, I feel like sometimes I'll run into issues where it's like it's like the issue with some dependency and then it breaks the software. And then I have to try and backtrack to figure out what is causing the problem. I don't think that that's really a problem that you end up having with Nix, because you have it listed out all of the dependencies that exist on your system, and you can like cross-reference that when you go to, I don't know if you are having any issues. Not that that's necessarily like the strongest argument, because like most of the time people will just double check their installation of all the dependencies anyway, but I don't know. I really like the idea that I know exactly what's installed on my system. Nuno, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's one of those things I was using Nix Shell quite a lot in my workflows. And then I was like, okay, I'm understanding how convenient it is to be able to basically just be like, hey, I need this thing installed and not have to figure out how to install it, get any other dependencies, whether you're building it from source or not, whatever. It just is like very easy to install things when it works. Is this thing dead? Is that why it's upset? Why it's blinking at me? Do I have a spare USB-C? Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling too, Jojo. Jojo says problems with dependencies with Nix. I would dare to say that that should be impossible since all derivations keep track of their dependencies. Yeah, like it's really nice. But again, I mean, the issue is that then you have to do everything the Nix way, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. There's just a learning curve to it. And then it's like, okay, well, I know how I would typically do this, but then I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this in like the best practice for Nix specifically. I mean, this is one of the uses where I'm like, yeah, AI is super helpful, is with like all of these, all of the like configuration stuff, just in general. Where it's just like, hey, this very specific thing isn't working. And normally you would have had to go on Stack Overflow and hope that somebody's had the exact same issue and that somebody responded with an answer. But it's pretty good at looking through the docs and figuring out a solution for you. But I feel pretty good about that. Okay, so I can just use a Nix shell. I'll just create this shell.nix file, have that on my system, and then I can just run, I can just install, whatchamacallit, the JetBrains Rust rover. I can just have that run with this. I am wondering if I should bother having, I mean, I don't think it really matters that much. I'm just curious if I should just install Rust rover globally or have it in this little shell.nix thing, because why not? I could just have it live in this little shell.nix thing. But yeah, that's the update. Sorry, also Nuno, thank you very much for the raid. I don't know if any of my mods gave you a shout out. I don't know if my mods are here. Thank you very much for the raid, and I hope that you had a great stream. Let us know what you were streaming. Beyond here, thank you very much for the 2 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. Jump scare. We're back. I for those who are about to actually meet, I do actually remember that I need to run Rust Rover from a shell that has Rust things loaded in. I didn't forget yet. How do you do that prompt for the break? So that's actually using, I believe that's using gum under the hood. I have to, here, actually, you know what? I can show you. Let me look at this is my little Go project that I was working on that I have to finish working on. We'll probably do some of this on stream. I was gonna show you my gists. It was Oh, maybe I haven't pushed it yet. Is it just on my dot files? Hold on. Do I even have... Where's my fish config? Do I not have it on here? Oh, this is I3 and stuff too. Wait. I don't think I have it on here. 2 months ago, I might have had it on here. Oh yeah, there we go. So I basically just have this little function. I'll zoom it in. I basically just have this little function in my fish config that's for Palm, and I do a little check and I use gum, which is like, it basically allows you to have interactive shell scripts. So this uses their like chooser UI, and you give it a bunch of options, and then you can, it will assign that value to split. And then I just do a little switch case on that. And in that case, I'll like set these different variables, and then I'll start a timer. And then I'll start a timer with that. And I use terminal notifier for Linux, I think. I don't remember. No, wait, this is my MacBook one. This is terminal notifiers for Mac. Let me double check what I have on here. How long is the work session? Yeah, and this one I just do the gum confirm. So this is their like confirmation dialogue to say whether or not I'm ready for a break. I found that was the easiest way to not have it like pause between the working session and the break, so that it doesn't just immediately roll over. Let me actually double check. Hold on. Oh, I think I am still using terminal notifier, and I think it's not working. To be honest, I think terminal notifier, I believe, is only on Mac, and I just haven't adjusted it for Linux. I have to double check if that's actually the case, because even this sound crystal that's like a built-in sound for Mac OS. I don't think I've adjusted it, which is part of why I actually don't even know if it's working properly on my Mac. I don't know. I gotta double check. I gotta compare it to my other gists. I think the notification part of it is a little bit messed up, but the rest of it's working pretty good. What I would love to do, that I think is it's gonna be a lot, like really easy to do. I just haven't gotten around to it. I think it'd be kind of fun to take account for it, to basically be able to see how many Pomodoro sessions you've done in a day. And I think that could just be likely a counter of like how many times the function Palm has been run. Oh, yeah, good call. I should update my website. That is a good call. Hold on. I can probably do that right here, right now. Let's clone it. Where you at? Where you at? Whoa, where am I? Oh my God. Don't look at it. Not allowed. I'm actually gonna go here, and I'm gonna go to developer and bash bunny, and then I'm just gonna do a little get clonaruski and touch my YubiKey, Now I'm in. We're in. I'll say I'm dedicated to the cause. Currently learning Rust. I don't think I have any other references to charm on here. I think that's it. Yeah. That one HTML file, one CSS file, the way God intended. That's right. That's right. I know. I'm like, you know what? There's just no need to make it complicated. Oh, I have such a habit of putting extra spaces here. Hold on. Failed to run something. That's fine. Whatever. I didn't need you anyway. Oh, me not linking Twitch here is kind of funny. Do I have, wait. Oh, me treating it like it's marked down. Hold on. No, I just leave it. I just leave it. I just don't care, actually. We'll just do our quick little update, and that's all. It's fine. We don't need links. It's linked above. Deal with it. That's what I think. Okay. Where am I? Developer, Bash Bunny, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. It's kind of a chore. It's kind of a feat. I don't know. Docs. It's a website. I'll just do chore. Cannot run GPG. Okay, I don't have any signing things set up on this. That's fine. We'll pretend it's fine. I just have to turn it off. You know what? I think I can do git commit GPG sign true and then set the commit thing to my SSH key instead. Hold on, we're gonna get sniped by that for a sec. Set commit sign to SSH key. Abandon Go, join the Rust cause, rare all your software tools in Rust because become a member of the Rust cult. I think I might. Okay, we're gonna steal that. Yes, I trust you. Okay, is it gonna let me work? Either use oh, I did not set user signing key. That is true. You guys can't see what I'm doing because it's so tiny, the text. I can barely see it, I'm gonna be honest. What is it? ID. Yeah, that one. Is that gonna work now? Dope. I don't even know what the remote. Okay. Oh, right. I just cloned it, obviously. It's fine. Don't be concerned about me. Just git push. Okay, sick. Done. Fixed it. Fixed forever. Now I never have to change my website again. That's it for that project. I don't even know, actually. Oh, wait, you know what? Now that I'm using Nix, I could have the same kind of shell.nix thing working for Go projects. I've never used GPG for signing commits before. How much of a hassle is it to set up a new one if you don't have your old one? It's really not hard. The only thing is you have to add that signing key to your upstream where it's going to show that it's an unverified commit, which it might have done for that last commit that I just did. Like sometimes it'll say like an unverified signature, but I think it might, yeah, see? Oh wait, you guys can't see because chat's in the way. Chat, your big old head's in the way. Oh, just kidding, my timer's in the way. Oh no, nothing was in the way. It's there. Yeah, so that was showing unverified because I don't have the signing key uploaded on my GitHub profile. So as soon as I do that, it'll fix it. But yeah, it's pretty easy. I will say, I think that was the most painful thing that I first came across with Mac development on Mac was the fact that you have to do like the whole pin entry thing for setting up GPG keys on your MacBook, on Mac OS. It's a lot more straightforward to set up on Linux. To set up GPG keys, that is. What was that Instagit? I gotta change the Git profile pic from anime. Instagit, no, it was Magit. That's what I use for in Doom. I love Magit, man. I think it's supposed to be Magit, like as if it's magic. But I'm sorry. Do you use Mac OS or Linux? I think you're asking the chat, but I jump between both. I do really want to see if I can get DaVinci Resolve working on this though. That would actually, I think that would actually be really funny if it's like I couldn't get DaVinci Resolve working on Ubuntu. I couldn't get it working on Pop! OS, which is like kind of a derivation of Ubuntu. But then I somehow managed to get it working on Nix OS would be, I think, really funny. Megan is great. Yeah. That is, I have to say, I think that is the biggest value thing that I get from Emacs right now is just that I can do everything and have like the same kind of shortcuts for everything. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that I can interact with my code, with notes, with my like Git, anything, any kind of Git operation, anything. It's just like, it's all happening in the same little ecosystem and everything is like a keyboard workflow. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. I wish that shortcuts, I feel like shortcuts, maybe it's because I've been out of the landscape for a while, but I feel like shortcuts on like more conventional, like actual IDEs are not very intuitive. Like you have to learn them. But I guess it's the same for, but okay, with the Doom Emacs, it's basically, it feels like Vim. Like it doesn't feel, it's not that many like weird choices. Also, it so passes the vibe check. Have you seen the configuration notes? Wait, this is really funny. Hold on. Like, literally any of these. Evil everywhere, come to the dark side, we have cookies. Let me find anything else. The best terminal emulation in Emacs. Tame Jupyter notebooks with Emacs. I just think these little notes are really funny. GD script, the language you waited for. Go, the hipster dialect. A language that's lazier than I am. I just love that. I love it. We need more of this in software. I need more funny commentary in people's software. That's what I consider good code. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so love Doom Emacs. Me not being able to talk, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm used to it. Did I clone? I think I cloned Blossom already. You know what is kind of a dope use? Actually, wait, I meant to... You know what I would sometimes do with projects? With projects that I was collaborating with other people on, I would sometimes get AI to summarize what's changed since my last commit. Ew, i3? It's not even i3. I need to figure out why my waybar isn't working. It is gonna drive me insane. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think if I do that, it doesn't seem like it's having any errors, but I had this same thing happen, and then it got fixed when I ran Sway with dbus session something or other. This, I think last time this happened, I had to quit the tab. Yeah. Like, I think when I run, let me actually try. Oh. Do I have it running full screen? Yeah, see, this is what it should look like. That's my little, it's right up there. That's my little waybar. And yet, it's not running when I'm launching, the way I'm launching it right now with my login thing. Me mostly fussing with my computer. I think it irks some of you, but I don't really care. It was saying online though that I shouldn't have to run with dbus, but it seems to be the only way that waybar actually runs. And I think that was in my, I want to say that was in my Nix configuration. But again, none of this stuff have I ever had to touch when I was using i3. Like this, honestly, I feel like I'm going to say it. I think Wayland is overcomplicating display management. Like this, I don't need this level of control. I guess I could. I wonder what happens though if I do this. Oh, but then what if I can't get back into my computer? Oh, it's fine. Because then I can just open it in the TCY thing. What even was it? It was something dbus run session. Do you think that'll work? Yeah, this is like too much fine tuning. Like, I'm sorry, just to log in with Sway and not have it break. Like, I basically had to do this whole, I had to configure my login manager to use, like, to work with Sway, which I never had to do for i3, just to get certain applications to launch properly. Because it was like not attaching the display server or something like that. Isn't that more of a Sway issue than Wayland? I have no idea. But I feel like all the Wayland copy, Wayland paste, all the, I miss IMX X11. I'm going to say it. But I'm committed to it now. The reason being is that I'm like, well, I can't say whether I recommend it or not when I've like quit using it and I didn't fully get it configured. I think there's something wrong. I don't think it works that way. On Hyperland, it works directly. No, okay, then probably a Sway thing then. Because from what I was reading from other people, there were conversations on like, how do you launch Sway? Some people do the, where is it? This kind of thing, like this, and then you sign in this way and launch Sway from here. But I don't want to do that. Oh, did I fuck up? I think it won't let me back. Uh-oh. Wait. It won't let me back to the other one. Wait, am I dumb? What did I do? Oh, no, there we go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's confused. It's fine. No, we're back. It's fine. Saved. I think. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so I was doing, even with the TTY login though, it wasn't connecting to the something. I think I don't know. It was basically, it would allow me to launch certain apps, but anything that required any, like, I think it was things Apparently some things still require the X display server or something like that to be able to run. Oh, black screen on stream. Yeah, sorry. I think I killed WL Mirror. Just give me one sec. Here. We're back. We're back. But yeah, what a pain. I think it's the irony is that I chose Sway because I thought it would be the path of least resistance because it's supposed to be backwards compatible with i3, but there are so many things that because it's using Wayland, it is not entirely backwards compatible. It's just kind of annoying. I had to create a wrapper to load dbus properly with TTY. Really? Xavier, can you link it? Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh, okay, wait. If Z display and TTY, dev TTY, then launch Sway and replace the shell process exec. I think I had something like that. I think I saw something like that. But then I was seeing more people saying that setting it up with the with your login manager was like the right way to do it, like somehow more secure. I don't fucking know. I'm on a need to know basis, okay? Did I just run that? No, I didn't. Okay. Sick. I'll redo that because I changed something and I can't even remember what I just changed. Oh, right. I was getting it to run dbus, whatever. I think I'm gonna restart it. Do I have anything important open? Not really. I have no connection, no ties to my tabs ever. Oh, sorry. I closed it for you before it's fine. I don't know anything about Sway. What problem does it solve? It's just a tiling window manager. Ain't this too much hassle of maintaining your PC instead of using it? Not ranting, genuinely interested. I think it's one of those things. I think if I had other things that I needed to do, I would be very much hassled. But I am genuinely curious about what the experience is to have this thing up and working properly and whatnot. So to me, it's like I have the ability to spend my time doing this stuff, and I find it fun. So for me, it's kind of more of like a fun exercise. But yeah, sometimes it's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna be real. But then I miss it when I don't use it. Like if I just use the GNOME NixOS, I miss my tiling window manager. Am I on the new framework right now? I am, yes. This is using the new framework. That's my new, so basically I'm streaming off of okay, hear me out. I have 3 computers. I have a desktop, I have my MacBook, and then I have the framework. My framework is my new Linux main coding thing because I'm a couch coder. And it's for when I travel and stuff. I think I want to bring that one around. Potentially. If I can get DaVinci Resolve working on it, it'll be game over. My desktop PC is currently having some graphics card issues where for whatever reason, none of the drivers are working properly. Even if I've tried updating the drivers to either a newer version or reverting it to an older version and nothing is working. It's just weird. And it's definitely compatible. Like I'm getting the right version. I even ran some kind of the software that gives you all of the specs for your graphics card, even if it's got the wrong drivers, because it's just using like default NVIDIA graphics drivers right now. So it's like the aspect ratio, like the resolution, everything is really off. And I have installed the right drivers for it. And I even booted into like my Windows boot to make sure, because I was like, maybe this is like a Linux user problem. Computers are fun. You've tried running the display driver uninstaller in safe mode at this point, I assume? Yeah, so that's like so basically what keeps happening is I'll install new drivers, like the ones that are supposed to work for because I have an GeForce RTX 2060. I install the drivers that are supposed to work for that one, and then I get black screen. So then I reboot it, I go into safe mode, I uninstall the driver changes, And then it goes back to the generic NVIDIA graphics driver. And then I try to install a different version of the same apparently compatible driver. And then it does the exact same thing. It like goes black screen. I have to like hard reset it again. It's so painful. Do you have the studio version for Resolve or using the free version? I just bought the studio license for Resolve in October. I bought it mostly for the I think it was for the AI dialogue leveling, which I messed up doing on the last video, I want to be honest. Did you check your kernel? I think I gotta figure out something. I gotta figure out something because there's something very, very wrong, because even when I boot into like my BIOS menu, everything, it's like the resolution's all wonky. Is the monitor cord plugged into the graphics card? Yes, it is. And I've tried using different cables and stuff for it too. Like I've tried plugging it in. It's got a display port and a HDMI port, and I've tried different cables for both of those, and neither of them have worked properly. And I know it's definitely, I mean, it's definitely like a compatibility issue with the driver, because it goes completely black screen after I install it, and when I uninstall it and it uses like the default NVIDIA drivers, it's fine again. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Hey, Harry, 2 streams on consecutive days. What kind of comeback is this? It's actually the third day in a row that I've streamed, which is huge. This is 2026, baby. Welcome to 2026. All right, what was I doing? I was gonna restart this machine. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Yes, I think honestly, the studio license it's good. I didn't justify it for a long time, but I mean, realistically, it's like, okay, it's a one-time cost. It's fine. But yeah, it's pissing me off because I'm like, I know that the 2060 is still a decent graphics card. I do not want to buy a new graphics card right now. It should be fine. Reinstall the latest kernel. But that's your operating system kernel. What OS you on? Or am I dumb and I'm missing something else? The issue I found with the NVIDIA was the version of the driver family. I use a NVIDIA 550 series driver to fix the black screen. Oh, weird and annoying. Okay, maybe I'll try that. Because it is annoying me because I want to do more. Well, I was going to use that as my primary stream PC, but right now I'm having to stream from my MacBook, which is also fine. I mean, it's working. But it would be fun to be able to like play games and stuff too, which I can't do until I fix my graphics card thing. And it's kind of one of those things where I'm just like, like I was like, okay, priority number 1, okay, desktop PC not working. Let's get the Mac set up for streaming, and let's get my dev laptop, my new framework set up for stream, so that I can do some coding streams. And then the bonus will be, and then the bonus will be the fact that I can then use my desktop, and I can use that one for gaming streams. We can get back into Toxic Bunny. But then the only thing is I don't think I'm gonna I won't multi-stream the gaming streams, because I do not think that my YouTube audience will want that. Roll the family back to 550 and it works fine. Okay, I'm gonna try that because it's such a pain. And I thought it might have to do with the fact that maybe like the graphics card got jostled or something in a move, but I don't think so. I don't think that's what happened, because then I remembered that this has been an issue for the last little while. It feels nice to be off NVIDIA. It's gotten a bit better lately, but it's still not great. What graphics card are you using? Wait, what games? Well, maybe we'll start playing Apex Legends again. I also have a Switch. I don't think people will be as into me playing Pokemon Unite. It's basically like League of Legends, but Pokemon. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. What is it saying? Command. Okay, so that I think is not working. Non-option argument is required. Okay. That's fine. We'll boot into TTY and it'll be fine. Yeah, Apex Legends would be sick. I need to change that back. Ugh, I love, dude, honestly, out of all skills that I have ever acquired, getting good in the terminal, getting good with like shell stuff is so freaking valuable. It is so helpful. Do you know how powerful it is to even, so when I was an IT girly, meaning I was doing like I don't know, like user management, whatever, in like Microsoft 365, like all of all that stuff for a company. And I was like, I don't like dealing with this. I don't like doing this part of the job where I have to like I have to do these little, like create new user and use the GUI. And then I was like, you know what? Let's learn PowerShell. And then I learned PowerShell and it made me all powerful in that organization. And I was like, this is great because now the task that used to take me like 5 minutes now takes 2 seconds. And it's so good. It's so good. Like just, it's, you know, it is so, if you can't figure out a project to work on for coding, just automate random shit with scripts. It is so helpful. I need to do that probably more with Bash. Like I want to get better at Bash scripting. I say that as I'm using Fish. Like what do you mean, girl? I say that as I'm using Fish as my shell, but listen, Fish wins the interactive mode. But it is what it is. Right. Okay, it was this one that was the problem. Dbus run session sway. It didn't like that. Oops. I also don't like this to-y greet thing. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I just realized. Yeah, Fish is so good. Watch Bad Cop and Dave Eddy. Their Bash solutions to AOC are epic. Ooh, I feel like I'd be scared. I'm scared. I know, sorry, you can't see the screen. I am in fact aware of that. Oh, someone was asking if I stream to, oh, I should change the title. Someone was asking if I would stream to Kick, or if I do stream to Kick. The answer is no. I would rather, I don't even know how to finish that sentence. I don't want Kick viewers as part of the community. Sorry. We have standards. What's wrong with Kick? It's like the 4chan of streaming platforms. No, it's just, I'm like, as a woman, really? In particular, like, do I need that? No, I'm good. Coding stuff. Posted the NVIDIA 550 driver thing into your Discord. Thank you, Sukai. I appreciate that. Sukai Beru. That's a very cute name. I was about to say, what is Kick? It's just like it's like a live, basically it's a live streaming platform that exists to compete with Twitch, but is funded by gambling companies. Hasby says they have little to no moderation on the content they allow on the platform. I know. I'm like, do I need to be sitting next to other streamers where what's the issue now? Oh, I didn't rebuild. Yes, of course. Hold on one sec. I'm multitasking. Okay. I'm like, I don't need to be sitting next to other streamers that are being heavily sexualized when that is not the vibe. That in particular, I'm like, do I need people? Do I need that kind of audience? Really, really hard no from me. I'm good. Yeah. Okay, Amalfi says, and there's a whole thing where it's owned and operated by crypto casino, and it only exists because Twitch stopped them using live streams to funnel children to their casino room. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things I'm just like, I'm okay. Hello? My cursor's gone. My cursor's gone forever. Hello? Wait, what? Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, they all moved to... Okay. Okay, cool. Wait, I do know how to... Okay, that is working. All right. Don't mind me. Waybar's still not working, which is fine because I haven't changed anything. I do actually want to do this. I think I give up. Who needs Waybar? Who needs Waybar? We don't need it. I didn't want it anyway. It's fine. I really didn't need it. It's fine. Yeah, black screen. Screen is black. I know. I know. All right. What do I feel like doing? It would be kind of fun to check out. How do I normally launch it? I got that. I got a little shortcut. Didn't need that. Doesn't Sway have its own bar by default? Yeah, so it's just not loading. Like if I run it here, you want to see? You want to see something sick? If I do this, if I run Sway from here. Oh no, sorry, not like that. If I run Sway with the oh, you're not gonna let me quit. You're never gonna let me leave, are you? If I run Sway with the debus thing, it works. Waybar works. Debus this. See? This is what it should be showing. Oh, but now it's not gonna let me actually navigate it properly. But that's what it should be showing, and it's not showing that. And I don't know how to fix it, so it's fine. Fast fetch, please. What is that? What is fast fetch? We're just gonna do that. All right. I don't know if I have anything. I don't think I have Go installed. Do I? We'll find out. What do I even have in here? Oh. Error from the language server, no views. I don't know if I have Go installed. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, unknown command Go. I need to... Okay. We're going to do something sick. We're going to do a Nix shell for Go. I use fast fetch. What is fast fetch? Did you try dbus update activation environment all? I did not try that. I'll try that. You mean in this session, or should I have it in my config? Here. And then let's see if, yeah, I don't have that a debug or anything. But then I might, me randomly trusting something that chat says that was bold of me. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I know that it's fine, but you know. Thoughts on Omarchy? I feel conflicted about it due to its creator, but I felt it's nice when I tried it. I am generally somebody where I will separate the art from the artist. So yeah, I'm usually somebody that'll separate that. It is one of those things though, where like, if I like the artist, I like their art more. But if I don't like the artist, I pretend they don't like, I'm just like, I just don't look at your personal views. I just look at the project itself. Hold on, pause, champ. Go on to next. Huh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna try that. We were talking about separating the artist from the art, and my thoughts on Omarchy. I literally did a whole video on my thoughts on Omarchy. TLDR, it's not for me, but I do think that there is an appeal for it, especially for people that are coming from Mac OS. Oh, please show the mode list with the LSP hipster joke again. Google's not helping me find it. Oh, it's just in the, it's literally in the configuration defaults for Doom Emacs. Like, that is the vibe. That is the culture that you're signing up for when you use Doom Emacs. Hold on, I'll find it. Go LSP and tree sitter, the hipster dialect. Oh, let's go. I added LSP and tree sitter. DHH made some changes based on your feedback. No, yeah, he changed. I think I want to say it was full screen or something like that. Oh, did my GitHub link get deleted? Oh, it could be that YouTube auto moderates links. Yeah, I personally just don't. I will totally just ignore things on the internet that I'm not interested in. It doesn't need to take up any headspace for me. I think everyone's going to have different opinions. There are going to be some people out there that are intentionally inflammatory to get views or commentary or whatever. And they don't need to get any of my attention or interest. It's just like, we are not built to have that much information or like interaction shoved in our faces every day. We're just so not built for it. And it is inherently going to be stressful when you try and do that. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't need to engage with it. I choose peace. Okay, so what I wanted to do, let's maybe, what do I have open in here? Yeah, let's maybe close this, and I'm going to try and do something else where I'm going to do a little tabarooski here. We're going to go into developer bash bunny. And then I am going to run that. Oh shit, wait, hold on. I should have done that in a project. That's my bad. We'll do that in Blossom. I'll try it out. I should have realized it was a Doom specific config. I saw the splash screen so many times on your terminal. I love Doom Emacs. It's so nice. Sans Neo Prime, check it out. That was for a pair programming session with a Go Senior. Compared one thing I did to Omarkey. Wait, I'm gonna do that on not my stream PC. I mean, not the PC that I'm. Oh, that's cute. Wait, I like your ASCII art. For a masterful, comfy, and distraction-free setup. Oh wait, what happened to my music? It's gone forever. Social media is so toxic nowadays. Well, the thing is that so many, like, so much of what's happening with the content that we're being shown is that, like, the more inflammatory it is, the more people tend to engage with it, which means that it gets shown to more people and you see it more often. Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy in a sense. I'm just really particular with like what platforms I engage with. I even honestly, there are some people that I'm even like friends with or whatever that I will mute on social media because they're so intense. And like, I don't like it when people attack other people online. It just really does not sit well with me. I also don't like when people like try to start drama for engagement. Like all of that stuff just is like, it's so not a positive thing for the community that it's just, to me, it seems very self-serving and I don't vibe with it. So I'll just mute people. Oh, I also am not showing chat. My bad. Yeah. I also, that's like a big part of why too, like I will never comment on anything political online because I'm like, if you want to talk about that kind of thing, you will go somewhere, you will find a space to do that. I just so don't think that it's on me as a creator to like force that on people. It's like, hey, you like me for my coding stuff, so here's my political beliefs. Like, no thanks. Let's talk about coding. Yeah, Sans, I don't really consume very much content. Like I'll consume quite a bit of like YouTube stuff, like more long form kind of things. I find, I don't know what it is about Instagram. I reinstalled it like recently because I kind of have to start posting on there. But, and because it's like I was meeting a bunch of people and like everyone's only on Instagram kind of thing. But I don't know what it is about that platform, but every single time, even if I'm just engaging with people that are like in my niche and I think posting very like positive, inspirational things, I find it very stressful. I think it's just so much of like, it is such a highlight reel that it can just feel overwhelming with like, oh my God, everyone else is doing so much. And it's like, I'm not generally somebody who tends to like compare myself to others outside of just like, oh, that's really cool and inspiring. But I don't know what it is. Something about Instagram always stresses me out. You know, like I do not like that platform. Same with X. I feel like sometimes I get tempted and I like scroll. I literally scroll exactly like one time and then I'm like, I'm good. I actually really like doom scrolling on GitHub. I have the GitHub app on my phone, like specifically for when I feel like I need to like scroll something. I'll scroll my GitHub feed. I'll look at what people are building. I will open up Pinterest and I'll look at like study motivation. Like I'm such a nerd, dude. I just am like, I'm like, these are things that will make me feel inspired, motivated, whatever. And I'm okay to have to like consume more of those kinds of things. Even like blogs and stuff. There's like certain like, yeah, I'll just like check in on certain people and their blogs and whatever, see what they're up to. Yeah, the only thing is that I do want to be able to, I gotta like run that. Is it gonna let me? Okay, yeah, sick. Okay. So now if I run it from here, so in theory now I have Go available in this one. Still unknown command. Why is that? I think because this is a new shell session. How do I get this to connect to, how do I get, but that kind of doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to my brain. Okay, wait. Running, okay, Emacs in Nix shell. How to get vterm hooked up to that shell session. It's like creating a new shell session. I want it to connect to the same one. My GitHub Lite, let me look at the GitHub merge thing. They might have it on the GitHub shop. I bought it at GitHub Universe. Oh, they don't have it, I don't think. Is it considered a collectible? Wait, these are kind of cute. Wait, guys. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Wait, these are kind of cool. Wait, I actually really like these. Hold on. Are we shopping? Maybe I can reach out to GitHub and say, hi, you remember me. It was very expensive though. I'll be honest. This neon light, I think I paid $250 US for it. Ouch. Ooh, wait. This looks like a pill. Wait, but is this one of those like cute little like mugs where you pour it into the cup? You know, I miss those. Do you know about Caddy? What is that? You're getting absolutely sniped on stream. Holy smokes. But I can't stop. I actually do need a new... I had a GitHub mug. It shattered. I do need to get a new GitHub mug. Hey! Hey, GitHub. You're... Me trying to tuck my hair behind my ears. I cannot. I have a hat on. For streaming prop, it's good, but $250, it's a scam. It's crazy. They sold out of them. It's so... I was like, man... The worst part was hear me out. The worst part about when I bought this light is, so I bought the last one and like maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I was talking to Martin Woodward, who was like the head of DevRel. And I was like, yeah, you know, I love your guys' like GitHub neon signs, whatever. I just got one at the store. And he's like, oh, we totally could have sent you one. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I have to like, figure out how to get this home now. I was like, no, this is where I learned my lesson of like, I need to use my influencer powers. This is where when people are like, mad about my framework shopping thing, they're like, this is just an ad. I'm like, listen child. Okay, I don't know how old you are, but listen, child. I'm gonna shop for a laptop and then I'm gonna use my influencer powers and see if they will send it to me, the exact one that I would have bought with my money. Yeah. So that's really Stripe uses it. Caddy is a reverse proxy chain like Nginx, but better. Ooh. Wait, really? I haven't done it. I've had zero use for reverse proxy stuff. I have to look. I gotta like research it and find a use case for me. I think it's a skill issue. Did they? Did they what? Did they send me the framework or did they send me the GitHub thing? I said, no, it's okay. I just bought one. Oh wait, you guys can't see me now. Hold on, I'm still shopping. Oh yeah, it's so true. As a student too, I'm a student, I want to use your stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll show it off on campus. How you like that? How you like that? What do they got? Bestsellers. I do actually have quite a bit of GitHub swag. I have actually they did gift me some apparel. I have a long sleeve t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt that's actually dope that I should wear more actually. I have that. I had to give away my GitHub sweater because it was black, and as soon as I brought it home, I was like, I have a very fluffy dog that I'm going to wear this one time and it's going to be caked in fur forever. Caddy is a very easy to configure compared to Nginx. Ooh, wait. I'm going to write that down. It's cool. That sounds cool. Okay, Caddy. I'll say easier to configure. Reverse proxy. I don't know about you. I have to, if I write things down on paper, I actually remember it. If I write it down somewhere on my computer, it goes into the ether and I forget it exists. It's like something about it being in this in this like actual physical world makes it real to me. My brain is like, ah, yes, that. Versus I'm like, I don't know where that file lives. Sick. Writing is effortful in coding. Yeah, exactly. I'll never know what she thinks about Prime. Prime what? Amazon Prime or Primeagen? Or some other Prime reference? I don't know what that means. Glow in the dark's kind of fire. I do also have a GitHub notebook. Oh, my thing, you just, oh. Sorry, I got confused. Hold on. I have it here. Oh, wait, I don't have it here. I got sniped. Hold on. Okay, no, we went straight to GitHub merch with this one. Those playing cards were sick, though. Hold on. Oh, I had it on my other, hold on. I had it on my other... I have it on my stream PC, that's why. It does look very cool. Can I get it on Nix? Do you have it building for Nix yet? That is one thing I think I need to be that person that is like, hey, I see you, open source project. Let me make you available on Nix. I need to learn how to do that. That's funny. Oh. I really liked Witch Touches on. Oh, that's so cute. That's nice. This is fun. I like that you did this. I'm sorry, Bash. Wait, why are you sorry? You think I can't bench 60 kilos? Come on now. I could probably maybe bench. No, I can't bench 60 kilos, but I can hip thrust a lot. I recently found a new, I thought, go to the release. Okay, wait. I can hip thrust a lot. I was doing, okay, the last time that I went to the gym, which was at this point, it's been a couple weeks. I did 250 pounds, and I thought it was 205 because I didn't add it up properly. And so I was just doing it for reps, and I'm so proud of myself. I've never felt stronger in my life. I used to do powerlifting though, which was kind of fun while I did that. And then my body stopped recovering, and then I was like, oh, I don't think this is good for me. I think old me won't appreciate this when I'm old. So I think I should stop. This feels not good for my joints. I'm creaking. There's a typo here, just so you know. It looks really great though. It looks very cool. I like the effort that you've put into the README as well. Like, I think good docs are really important to be able to get users. And I think a lot of people don't take that seriously. This is, yeah, I really like your docs. Very good. And I like that you have photos of using it. Oh, I like your editor theme. Your color scheme was nice. Tab for full screen. This is a bit cursed. It feels a bit cursed to me. But it's probably just me. Girl, the beginning paragraph, what did I say? Me reading it backwards, is this bothering you? Is this bothering you? But yeah, that looks dope. All right, this is what I needed to do. I need to get a vTerm with the Nix shell session. You need to make sure that Emacs can access the Nix environment and the vTerm launches with the correct shell context. Use a wrapped Emacs package that includes vTerm the necessary Nix environment. This can be achieved through defining custom Emacs package. I do have that. I do believe I do have that. Actually, I'm gonna do it. Listen, I don't know why I'm more comfortable changing like this. I just don't know. Hydrate, that's a good call. Bro, you straight up could have said you're at the gym yesterday and I would have believed you. I mean, what's the point? Why would I lie? For what? And then the thing is that I think that integrity starts with yourself. I think that if I would know that I lied and it would bother me. And I'd be like, I was dishonest today. And then I would fall into a pit of despair forever. What was I doing? This does a thing. I use the Emacs overlay. I'm supposed to do... Right. Emacs with packages. I don't think I have that anywhere. Services.emacs. I don't think I have that. I don't think I'm using that yet. There's a chance I am though. Yeah, no, I'm not. Okay. Bye, Harry. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Emacs with packages. Wait, I do have Emacs packages vterm there though. You can extend the environment using custom elifs functions to mimic Nix develop. Oh, I guess I could just run Nix develop in the vterm session. Wrap Emacs in vterm with the required packages. I do feel like I'm doing that. Emacs with packages. It's just vterm. Okay. Am I being productive right now or on a break? Oh, sorry. I forgot that I don't think I updated the title for. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I haven't updated the title. I should probably end stream at one point. Oh, Lithium, thank you so much for 16 months. Thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy and, of course, my agent. To all those who doubted me, I finally made it to 16 months. In your face. Thank you for 16. I appreciate that, Lithium. Thank you, thank you. What does Nix develop actually do? It basically loads in whatever you have configured in your shell.nix file for a project. So it's basically something you'd typically have either a flake or a shell.nix, and you'd have it like live in your project. It'll load in all of the dependencies, including like you can load in the programming language itself even. Yeah, I think I can just do Nix develop for now. Here. Yeah. I think that's fine. Whatever. How does it differ from Nix shell? It's basically like a reproducible Nix shell. So it's like you just basically tailor it so it's specific to your project. Nix shell is kind of like pipenv, but way more generalized. It also doesn't have pipenv is for Python. If I recall correctly, last time I tried to install a Python package, it also handles all the versioning and everything for you for all of the dependencies. Like I remember I got kind of in like a dependency tangled mess last time I tried to install a thing. It was a pain. If you want to be the girl that gets all those projects into Nix, you're probably gonna have to embrace flakes. I think I'm gonna get there when I get there. But why, Red Hot? Why do you think I need to use that instead of shell.nix? Okay. Wait, but yeah, okay, we'll see. I don't know if this is gonna. What do I even have in here? Oh, nice. Okay, now my LSP works and stuff. That's cool. Okay, I don't exactly remember what I had to do for this project. I also, what branch am I on? Hold on. See, this one they had like a I am trying to remember what it looked like. I don't remember. Oh, I think it was this, and then it was all branches. HTML sync, 3 months. Convert public posts to HTML. Oh, I think I did that. I think I did that. I think that branch can probably be closed. Oh, touchingtodo.org. Hold on. Why is it specific to this file? That's not what I wanted to do. Limit to no files, ideally. I guess main. Oh, graph. Yeah, I want the graph. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so that branched. Sync HTML. What did this one do? And this was on. Anyway, I don't remember. And I'm having skill issues, to be honest. Try to okay, wait. I've been ignoring you. What about dev containers? I think it's kind of a similar vibe, no? What do dev containers give you? I've never used dev containers. I've only used Nix. For what it's worth, my colleagues were really into Nix. So I was kind of able to dabble with it because there was already a flake.nix for all of the projects I was working in. Yes, Capability Snob, I agree with that. So Capability Snob on YouTube said, with Nix, you spend zero time trying to figure out why a program that worked great yesterday is broken by updates. It's a net win if you work on a lot of disparate stuff that could bit rot. I've never heard the term bit rot before, but I'll go with it. Oh, I also forgot to put chat back up. Sorry, you've been silenced. Isn't Nix kind of a purist/perfectionist thing for hobby projects you don't always need 100% reproducibility? I think it's really a convenience thing, to be honest. Like if I'm jumping on different computers and I can just have it run from anywhere because I have a shell.nix or a flake.nix. I think that is, and like it's something you can do for every project, no matter the language, no matter whatever. Like you can just have all the dependencies all declared right there. Also try to avoid Nix env. You want to keep your env separate, so not to have things in your global, which will pollute your projects. Env. I don't think I've ever used Nix env. You'll have way more fun learning curve if you stick with Nix shell for env for provisioning at first. It's really all you need. Yeah, that makes sense. Flakes are for when you need to pin a whole tree of depths. Oh, interesting. Okay, flakes make it truly reproducible and consistent. Nix without flakes does not lock the repo version the moment you create it. Well, so basically, I mean, when you're doing Nix develop, it's pretty much creating a Nix shell for you that has all of the dependencies installed in whatever you define them. It's basically just having it. Yeah, it's basically just having it predefined, as far as I'm aware. In all honesty, Flakes doesn't do much for personal machine env, but I use Nix for project dependencies within a team, and Flakes ensure that everyone's on the exact same version. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. That can be a real pain. You should definitely use the combo of dev shells with Duran, but it caches the shell and immediately loads when you CD into the project. Duran, but caches the shell and immediately loads when you CD into the project. Wait, really? Hold on, I gotta look into that. Dev shells. I might have to end stream soon. I haven't done any coding on stream today. We just kind of were tinkering around, which is fine. I did get some stuff done earlier, which was good. But I do have more that I want to do today, and I am getting really nerd sniped. Which is a good thing. I need to talk to other developers, okay? It's good. We like that. Okay, caches. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow, if I'll take the day off and then come back the next day. I will keep you all updated in the Discord. Automatically. Because I do have other things I need to do, but I would love to do some actual real coding streams, especially now that we've figured out my environment a little bit better. I say we as in me. Caches the shell and automatically loads when you CD. Okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll stream some video games or something. Bitrot is just when something that worked stops because something surrounding it changes in an incompatible way. I've never heard that term and I love it. That's such a great descriptor for that phenomenon. Wait, Bro Nifty, how's it going? Hello, hello. Nick's story is similar in many respects to a Docker image. Yes. Yeah. It's nice. Don't use env. Okay, I won't. Is Nix commonly used in enterprise teams? I haven't seen it much beyond OSS projects and startups. I think it makes a lot of sense for people who are very like comfortable, familiar in the terminal, but I do feel like there are probably a lot of people that are working at big companies that are just used to doing GUI everything, which isn't a bad thing. I think it's just, that's my guess. I think the learning curve could be a problem. She talks to everyone but the chat. That's right. Also, hi, Hadron. Faison, how's it going? Did someone mention devenv? Someone mentioned direnv, not devenv. What is devenv.sh? Question mark. What? Okay, wait. I'm just gonna switch to big chat because I'm not doing anything right now outside of chatting. The biggest problem with Nix is the initial complexity for new users, so giving a short on-ramp is the best way to encourage long-term success. It's insane how overly complex it is. Like, I was dissuaded from using Nix for so long purely because of how much of a hassle it was because there's so many moving parts. I'm like, am I supposed to use Flakes? What is Home Manager? What is this? It's just like, it says, it kind of pitches itself as doing everything. So that's part of why I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start with just using Nix shell. And it was very helpful for when I was debugging stuff. I was like, I'm just going to start using Nix shell. And then I tried Nix develop for the projects that had Flakes for them. And then I was like, you know what? I like the idea of Home Manager and all this stuff, but I saw some people get burned with it with Mac. So then I was like, you know what? I would have to do it on my Linux machine. And then I was like, at that point, why not just install Nix OS and just go for it? And then so I did. If you use Emacs, Nix complexity is kind of acceptable. For what it's worth though, too, like I'm using Doom Emacs. Like I'm using a pre-built Emacs. I'm not out here writing Lisp yet. I'm kind of at that stage though, where I'm just like, I just want things to work, and Doom has been incredibly reliable, which is really nice. The only thing that I I need to figure out, I can't even remember if I got my debugger ever working. I think I might have gotten it working on my Mac. I need that working because I love using my debugger for when I'm actually trying to fix bugs, which I think is a great contribution for open source stuff. I see you're still Emacsing. Pretty fun to seeing you there. I'm still loving Doom Emacs. I should get org roam or something so that I can actually use org mode more aggressively for things, but we'll see. DevEnv is like a wrapper around Nix to make it more approachable. Oh, you know what? I have heard of that before then. Yeah. Learning curve is less steep than Nix developed Nix Flakes, but DevEnv is an easier abstraction. Okay. I mean, I could see something like that getting adopted by larger companies and stuff. Why are you wearing a cap? Is your head dirty? Do you wear caps when your head is dirty? I've never heard that. Hello? Let's dab. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I need working in Emacs. Oh, you're using an audio face with XLR, but where's your charm shirt? I have 2 microphones. It's here. I have 2 of the same microphones. I just found that this white one, for whatever reason, kind of seems to run quieter. So I figured I would try the black one for a bit and see if it was better. That's it. That's the only reason. For personal use, just Nix shell is all you need. Yeah, I think so. To be honest, I think so. But I am really enjoying Nix OS. It's fun. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of space, especially personal. Were I in Prime stream? I was at one point. Yes. Married? None of your business. Listen, my personal life is not content, is the thing. You know? It's just simply not. The only thing that is important, relevant for you as a viewer is I'm not interested. Okay? It's not happening. You girls who brought that up. Where do you think? I'm gonna be so for real right now. Twitch chat. Where do you think that came from? Odds are it's YouTube chat. I'll spoil it. It's YouTube chat. Of course. It's YouTube chat. They're funny. We like it's the classic. It's the classic Twitch chat versus YouTube chat. And Twitch chat goes, "You yuck, YouTube. No." Do you need help with modding on YouTube? I think I do need more mods in general because I'm streaming more often. Yeah. If you are interested in modding, feel free to message me on Discord. Alrighty, you guys, I think I'm gonna end stream. I think my eyes need a rest. It's been almost 4 hours. Well, it's okay. I'm being dramatic. It's been 3 hours and 40 minutes, which means it's been closer to 3.5 hours, but you know. All right, let me see who is streaming right now. Faison, have you still been, oh, by the way, Bash, how's your Haskell doing? I keep giving up on it. It's one of those things. I think I've decided I'm going to learn Rust instead for now. I think it'll always weigh heavily on my heart that I don't know Haskell, but I think the reality is I look forward there's a lot more projects I can contribute to with Rust, like there's more kind of like going on in the space that gets me excited at the end of the tunnel. I feel like with Haskell, it's like I know that it's really good for it'll be so healthy for changing how I think and how I solve problems, but I don't get like excited about writing Haskell stuff afterwards. Like I think a big thing with me too of like my own motivations when I code is I really do like working on projects with people. So I really like being able to contribute to other people's projects and stuff like that, and or like, you know, just fork it and add whatever features and play around in that way. And I just don't. I feel like I see more community in that sense with Rust. Yeah. Okay. They say Rust is close enough, and you'll get more industrial leverage with it. So good idea. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of a good thing. Do Lisp, dude. Seriously. I know. I keep being tempted by Lisp things, but I'll get there. Thanks for showing Maggot with the graph. I didn't even know it had that. I know, isn't that cool? It's just Maggot log and it's got the graph. It's got so many different options in there that I've always ignored, but that graph is actually so nice when you're working with a big team. It can just be a great way to see where everyone's at and what people have been working on and stuff. It's just really handy. I learned Haskell after nearly 2 decades of experience with C++, D, and others. So yeah, you'll eventually get there. Yeah, I do think I'll probably circle back to Haskell. I don't think it's a lost cause forever. I just think that timing wise, probably not for me right now. You know? I think I'm just gonna learn Rust instead. All the Haskell programmers died a little bit inside. Oh no. Ruh-roh. Alrighty. Suggested collabs? I've never seen that. That is spooky. Why is that spooky to me? I don't know. Live channels. This is just showing me. Where is my following? Oh, there you are. Okay. Mods, do you have anyone you want me to raid? Oh wait, Koovman, weren't you guys? Wait a minute, I'm waiting. I'm holding.
Okay.
I think you guys were talking about them yesterday, if I recall correctly. There's no Mr. Wolf reward anymore. Oh, did I used to have my doggy as a channel point reward? I don't remember. I probably did. I'll bring it back, maybe. I used to? Okay. I think there was also, oh.
There was also a redemption for me to talk like this, which is kind of fun, but I haven't added it yet, so it is what it is.
I have fun voice things now. The real me. That's the real me. Okay, we'll give Kuvi a raid and then take off. Oh, hello? The worst thing about switching back and forth between Mac and Linux is that I forget that it's to do Command C and Command V. I miss doing git log one-line graph when I use Maggot, but not anymore. That's right. I only recently discovered what question mark does in the Maggot status window. Oh, for what it's worth, I don't think I've ever hit question mark. Oh. Yeah, that's sick. Wow. That's beautiful. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I'll be posting more videos on YouTube as well. Don't worry, it's not just going to be live streams. I just have to do a little bit more work on all that stuff, but that's okay. Am I going to do DGen hours later? I probably won't do a DGen hour stream tonight, but we'll see. I might start playing around where like certain days I do certain time. I don't know. I might play around with the different timing of everything. But yeah, I will see you guys around. Thank you very much. Happy coding. Happy doing whatever you're doing for the rest of the day. And don't forget to join the Discord. Wait, I should do Discord before we go because that is the easiest way to keep in touch. So you guys know when I'm streaming. That's it. Go say hi to Kuvi. Bye. Okay, bye YouTube. I'll see you later. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.